Hi Taurus, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 11th to the 18th of September. And just give me a minute, Taurus. Three major arcanas: Hanged Man, the Lovers, and the Hierophant. So quite a big week actually. When the majors come up, always means there's quite strong spiritual lessons and forces within your four majors. You've also got the Temperance as a foundation, and I really like Temperance as the foundation, okay, because the foundation card basically runs the whole reading. It's what's at the trunk of the tree, and this is about emotional balance. No extremes of behaviour, Taurus, because you've got two fives, and the fives are change cards, but they're changed through friction, okay? Friction, sometimes tension. So the answer this week is to, as much as possible, work for emotional balance. I always call it in the Buddha card, because the Buddha is the middle way, no extremities. Try and balance out the opposites. That's what Temperance means. And be balanced in everything, because you've got the King of Swords as your crowning card. He has got so many meanings, as most viewers know, okay? But at its highest, it's about balance, because he has mastered the mind. So he no longer allows himself to be controlled by other people's dramas, okay? It can represent someone else in your life. It'd be an air sign person or someone quite serious. They can be quite emotionally cut off. But you know what, Taurus? I think I'm going to read this as about you, okay? And my advice is to control your mind. All the kings and all the queens have got mastery of that element. He sits on his throne. He doesn't allow himself to be tossed and turned around by other people's dramas. Temperance has got the same message as your additional guidance card does, which is deep knowing. It's about being connected with your own depth. Temperance, okay? She has spiritualized her emotions, and all that means is she knows how to listen to her gut feelings, okay? I'm not talking about listening to fear. Fear is a small part of our mind, and listening to your gut feelings is just knowing what the right thing for you is and going down that direction, okay? So let's look at your other cards. You do start the week with the Five of Swords with the Hierophant. And I tell everyone, the Hierophant is my least favourite card. I don't get it. It represents external authority, okay? Notoriously, the church, a pope, but can sort of be anything, okay? It's just the Five of Swords. It might be a bit of conflict with an external system. You might be at odds with something. You could be at odds with someone else's values. You could be at odds with, there could be something that's not sitting right with you, Taurus. That's what I'm feeling at a deeper level. On a very sort of superficial level, there could be bickering, conflict around some sort of establishment, and the establishment can be anything from the workplace to a school, anything. It's sort of society, and you could be at odds with someone in the workplace. It's a bit of a verbal argument, but you're choosing to end it. But it can be quite a stressful dynamic, but it's a thought pattern, and it's a thought pattern of just being friction and being at odds with something. On the deepest sense, Taurus, you're at odds maybe with someone else's value system. It could be someone, anyone, okay, in your life that you're at friction with, okay? Be mindful. The King of Swords is mindfulness in his ultimate. Just be mindful of what you're giving your energy to, because the Temperance is about emotional balance, okay? You then, and right next to it, you've got the Four of Swords, like retreat or what, okay? So you're going into rest, but it's with the Knight of Wands, which two very, very different energies. The Knight of Wands is this very exuberant, forward-moving energy. It wants to get things moving. It's passionate. One of the fire signs or a part of you just wanting to move ahead. Maybe you're fed up. Maybe you're in a job that you don't like the people. You're involved with some sort of order, and you just don't like who they are, and you really passionately want to move your life forward. Okay. It's going to be one of these strange weeks. I'm not going to say that you're going to move. You're not going to change your whole life this week, Taurus, by the way, because you end with a Hanged Man. But there's definitely a sense that you can start to make some changes. But whatever this Knight represents, you are moving into this very tired energy. You need to rest your batteries, recuperate. Good. Because that's what's going to lead to this emotional balance. You're getting this mental I can't pronounce the word. Mental balance. When you're not, you know, when crap things happen and they take all your mental energy, this Knight of Swords and Temperance wants you to go within and to rest and build your own strength. You then get the Lover's card with the Three of Wands. Okay, so the Three of Wands can be your ship coming in. Maybe you've been trying to make things happen with this Knight of Wands. Sometimes it represents still a tiny bit of waiting, but you know it's coming. You know, and it's a lover with the Lover's card, so this could be a relationship. You could be waiting for contact with this person, or you could be receiving contact with them and spending some time with this person. The Lover's card also represents choices, and I've got a funny feeling choices is quite a big thing for you this week, Taurus. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's the feeling I get that there's something in your life that you feel a bit at odds with. There's a friction going on here. It could be with a partner. You're a bit unsure about your future together. And this is you, the Three of Wands, considering your options, considering what you want your future to be, contemplating. I'm not sure. But you're not going to finish in a definite decision, because right next to it you've got the Hanged Man. Some people's least favourite card, because it means a bit of suspended animation. That things are unfolding in divine timing, so we are not in control of it. Taurus, we are not in control of anything. You know, we really aren't. Everything's run by grace and a bit like Temperance. All we need to know is given to us. We do the tarot for extra clarity, but we tend to know what we need to know. But you're ending the week in the Hanged Man, so still a bit of uncertainty and not being sure. And it's with this Five of Wands, which again can mean head and heart being pulled in different directions. It's a minor. You're in charge of it. Okay? And I had a real strong flash there that this is how you're ending Sunday, going back into Monday. And I think some Taurus might be in conflict in the workplace. Okay? It can be. and you're ending the week still a bit stressed about having to go back and face the situation. For some, it's a relationship issue. You might be considering your options. They might be going off traveling. They might be overseas and you can't be with them. There can be a theme like that. It's almost, I feel, Taurus, there's something outside your grasp this week. And it's almost, I've got a feeling that you're nearly there, but not quite. Because that generally happens when the fives show up in a reading, because they represent change, but change brought to attention, and it's that tension that makes us move forward. And we move forward at the sixes when we reach out and we reach forward for something. I think you've got a really interesting week. I don't know what's going on personally here. I definitely know it's about growing into more of who you're meant to be, because all of us have to do that. And it might be a sense of this change is happening through difficulty. Don't forget the two cards here, emotional balance and mental peace. Do not lose your emotional cool for what's going on that you can't control. If there's changes you can make, you go ahead and do it, because you will with that Knight of Wands. If there's things that you can't control, you're going to have to let them go. Okay? Very interesting, Taurus. I'll look forward to your next week's reading to see how this is evolving for you. And you can contact me directly. My email's in the About section. Okay? Best wishes, Taurus. Bye.